Action! You ready? Now, we retracted this muscle right here we call splenius. When we did that, we found there was two additional muscles. One on the top of this probe we call biventure cervicus, and one underneath we call complexus. Now, what I would do on test is, I would put me something in there, and I would tag one of those muscles. Hint, hint. You with me? So you can clearly see the separation between the two. Alright? We ain't trying to play no games. We ain't trying to throw no curves in there. Well, Mr. Gilmore, we need to know the arm and the forearm. No problem. Stay with it. I'm glad you all are eager to get to it. What can you do, Mr. Gilmore? Now, you all have already told me that there was this cute little muscle that you found on the top. And I said his name was clavodeltoid or clavobrachialis. Then you also pointed out that there was this muscle here. This muscle right here called triceps brachiolaterales. If that muscle is triceps brachiolaterales, Mr. Gilmore, then you have another muscle here on the bottom. His name is triceps brachiolongus. Alright, and we can see him from multiple angles. If that much is true, Mr. Gilmore, what is this muscle right here? Oh, man. This muscle is brachialis. Is this a good view that I'm giving you? I had a cat last time I had a got on. This right here is brachialis. Can you see that? Is this a good view for you, or do I need to zoom out or something? It's okay? Alright, so let's do it again. On the top, clavodeltoid, muscle that's on the outside, triceps brachiolaterales, muscle at the bottom, triceps brachiolongus, and so that makes this muscle here brachialis. If that much is true, this muscle right here, epitrochlearis. When I retract epitrochlearis, for some odd reason, Mr. Gilmore, I can see there's a muscle that comes out. He doesn't hide. They have to do a biceps curl. His name is what? Biceps brachialis, because he's on top. Then I go below him, what's his name? Triceps brachiolongus. If that's triceps brachiolongus, I can open this up, and guess what I get to see? You see this muscle right here? It's called triceps brachiomedialis. I can see it from both sides. That's simple. The other cat was really good on that. But okay, let's keep going. The forearm. Okay, since I'm on this side already, I'll go ahead and do this. Now, what did we do? We said if I'm on this side, I'm all extensors. I'm extending the wrist. I'm on this side, I'm all flexors. So those are flexors. As we did that, well, we on the inside, his flexors. So let's look at this right here. We find that if I go If I go here on the inside, that's where his thumb is. If I go here to his pinky, that's where his outside pinky is. Okay? Well, the nerve that goes to the outside pinky is going to be the ulnar nerve. The nerve that goes to his thumb is going to be the radial nerve. By me just knowing that orientation, I can't get this wrong on test. Just that information helps me to get this right on test. How do you know, Mr. Gilmore? Well, there's a muscle that's going to come here and go toward his pinky. Because it's on the inside, which means it's going to help me flex, this is called flexing carpi ulnaris. How do you know, Mr. Gilmore? Because I'm on the what? Lateral aspect, and I'm going toward the pinky. This is going to be on my flexor side, so this has to be flexi or flexor carpi ulnaris. Mr. Gilmore, what is this big, flat, broad? Looks like a palm. So we're going to call this what? Palmaris longus. Because it's the flat, broad one. Can't get that wrong with test. It's the easiest one of the flexors. I want everybody to be able to see what I'm about to say. So again, we got flexor carpi ulnaris. We just said this fellow was called palmaris longus. Watch this. I got a muscle here, and a muscle there. This muscle, just like I had a flexor carpi ulnaris, now have a flexor carpi radialis because I'm going toward the thumb. Now this is flexor carpi ulnaris, Mr. Gilmore. There's a muscle in here that you got your hand on, that you got these right here that looks like a triangle. I'm going to take that sheath off in a second. If it looks like a triangle and then it gets real skinny, his name is pronator teres. Show him to us, Mr. Gilmore. Take it out. So if you look here, this muscle looks like a triangle, and then it gets real skinny. So his name is pronator teres. We have now covered the arm and the forearm, and we're ready to move on, Mr. Gilmore.
No question.
Yes, ma'am.
On the list it says